Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing.
Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 556 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you've been hanging out with me for a while. Don't forget, I publish 10-minute episodes, at least 10-minute episodes, or maybe sometimes even less, twice a week. So be sure to subscribe so that you get notified, because a little reminder is always good. Because sometimes on your drive to work, having a thought-provoking episode that could change the way you interact with someone is really helpful. I mean, it could really change your life. I know it has changed mine. So thank you in advance. And also give me a 5-star review if you're loving the episodes. All right, so I have got a question that's been rattling around in my head for a little while, and you may think it's crazy or you might agree with me, but what if all the drama in our lives, politics, family fights, even the news, what if it's all just entertainment? I mean, hear me out, because this one's going to make you rethink how you spend your mental energy. So the other day I was scrolling through the news, and there was a story that was from halfway across the world, and it kind of got me all worked up. It was really intense, some geopolitical thing, but then I realized nothing about that thing actually changed my day. I mean, my coffee still tasted the same. My puppies still wanted their walk. The only impact was how I felt about it. Now, had I skipped that headline, my life would have been exactly the same. And that got me wondering how much of what we let into our heads is just drama we're choosing to allow in. Now, you might be thinking, hold up, news is not entertainment. It's serious. But let's break it down. I mean, we usually think of entertainment as movies or music or games, stuff that's kind of fun, right? But the real definition is broader. It's anything that grabs your attention or stirs your emotion and keeps you hooked, whether it's joy or fear or even anger. Think about a horror movie that makes your heart race, or a reality show when you're yelling at the screen like, you're an idiot. That's entertainment, even if it's not all warm and fuzzy. So here's the kicker. A heated political debate on TV, or a viral post on X, or even your uncle's rant at Thanksgiving dinner, those hit all the same buttons. They pull you in. They get your blood pumping. They make you feel something. And here's the other thing. You get to choose to tune in or not. Because you don't have to watch the news. You don't have to argue with your cousin. You don't have to scroll and get mad. You don't have to comment. You don't have to scroll through all the comments, because that's usually where the drama is, right? So what if politics and drama, even religion, are just forms of entertainment we are opting into? Let's take it a little further. What if life is just you navigating a giant buffet of entertainment options? Your reality, what makes you happy or stressed or inspired, comes down to what you choose to focus on. It's like you're the DJ of your own life, picking the tracks for your playlist. I mean, picture two people that live in the same city. One's glued to cable news, stressing out about politics, eating takeout, and arguing online with strangers. The other one's out hiking with friends, watching comedies, and cooking healthy meals. Same world, same options, but their lives feel totally different. Why? Because of what they chose to let in, what they ate, what they watched, what they talked about and thought about. Their reality is shaped by their choices. Now, I know what you're thinking, but some things like politics, they matter. They affect my taxes, my health care. And yes, policies can have real impacts, but let's be honest, most of the political noise, the pundits, the outrage, the viral memes, most of that doesn't change your day-to-day life. It's just a show designed to keep you watching. Think about it. Presidents come and go, and for most of us, life doesn't shift that much. What does shift is how we feel about it, how much mental space we give to the drama. This is where it gets really cool, because this idea gives you a whole new level of control. If so much of the drama out there is just entertainment, you get to decide what's worth your attention. I mean, you're not a passive audience member. You're the director of your own show. If you want less stress, maybe skip the political shouting matches. If you want more joy, hang out with people who lift you up. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about curating it. This last week, my family was in town. I talked about it on the last episode. They were in town for my niece's graduation. Well, most of them. And we had a lot of fun. But there was one missing piece. My sister that has shunned her siblings, other than my big sister, from her life, and her family were the only ones that were not there from our immediate family for my niece's graduation. Now, it did cross my mind a few times, but I didn't allow myself to dwell on that because nothing good can come from it. So I just enjoyed the family that was there and the family that wanted to be there. But while my parents and big sister were there with us, my big sister said she told me that they were actually spending Memorial Day weekend with that other sister. And I noticed that my mood sort of immediately changed, not for the good. I realized I was having not so great thoughts about that sister who had shunned us, but also my mom and dad and older sister for indulging her by daring to spend time with her, even though, in my opinion, she's treated the rest of her siblings so poorly. Now, this is all going through my head, mind you, and I was obviously marinating it. Not proud to say that because I've been doing so much work in that area, but we used to have such a wonderful time when we would all be together and haven't been able to do that for about 6 years now, except for when we all got together at my brother-in-law's funeral. So I noticed it was becoming sort of a dark cloud following me everywhere over my head. And I knew I was causing my own suffering by dwelling on something that I did not control. Now, fortunately, I was able to use some of the tools that I talked about in episode 555 to focus my attention elsewhere. I could have created family drama by talking about it and arguing about it and making everyone feel bad. I already was in my own head, but I made the decision to just feel that sadness for myself. I felt it, but at the same time, I moved on. I moved on to what I could appreciate that was in front of me right now. And by doing that, I wasn't ignoring reality. I was curating it. I was taking control of my mood by what I focused on. And we can all do that. And it's going to always be a work in progress all the time. As you can see, if you listen to this podcast a lot, I'm constantly working on that. You're never going to be perfect at it. But the more you show yourself that the things you're choosing to allow in affect every aspect of your life, the more careful I think you'll be with your time. That's how it is for me anyway. My challenge for you this week is pay attention to what you're letting into your head. Are you binge watching the news? Are you scrolling through angry ex posts, going through all the comments, or replaying some argument? Maybe you're focusing on some kind of family drama. But you have to ask yourself, is this informing me or just entertaining me? Then try swapping one thing out for something that feels better. Maybe go for a walk or watch a funny movie instead of a horrible one. Or call up a friend and have a nice coffee chat and notice how it changes your day. I mean, life is like a playlist and you are in charge of the tracks. The drama, the politics, family drama, all of it. It's just a certain channel and you don't have to tune into that. What if your time on this earth is exactly what you make of it? That's a pretty powerful thought. Share this with 3 people who are powerful creators. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days.
Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.